Hello, Brownsville, BISD educators and AOB members. Veronica Borrego here, AOB president. We have a wonderful night planned for you all. We're going to be introducing our NEA member benefits presenter. We have Miss Aida Abeldaño here also. And joining us, let me let him in, Mr. Watson from California Casualty. So tonight we're going to have a night full of information, but we are also going to be having a little bit of fun. We're going to have a prize wheel. So anybody participating in our chat, asking questions and or offering any information, your name will be added to the wheel. And at the end of the presentation, we will be spinning the wheel, and our prizes are 2 Amazon gift cards. I'm not going to tell you the amounts until at the end. It's a surprise. And we have 4 HEB gift cards. The reason that we have these gift cards is because, as you all know, we are really pushing for no contact, as little as possible contact. And these gift cards you'll be able to use online for Amazon, and you can use the HEB gift cards through the curbside. We'll be giving you the either sending you a picture of the gift card information so you can input the information, or helping you figure out how to get that information without us having to go in and meet face to face. So we're looking forward to a really great night. I'm going to go ahead and let Aida speak a little. If there's anything she wants to say. Ms. Aida?
Hi, I just want to say hi to everyone and welcome everyone to the show again. We hope everyone is doing good. Continue to participate in the comments. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them there in the comments in order to register you for the prizes. And these 2 gentlemen tonight, the first one is Antonio Galindo. He is with NEA, and he is very experienced at what he does with member benefits. So he's going to go over the different things that can help you, that you can take advantage of to save money. And right now is a perfect time for that. And like Veronica mentioned, Mr. Brandon Watson is with California Casualty, which is one of the insurance companies that also can give educators quite a bit of a discount and benefits on that. I know there's probably going to be some questions at the end in regards to what is going on in BISD and some of the latest updates and activities on that, which is always interesting. So we're going to go ahead and leave that towards the end if there's any questions, or I'll just give you all a quick update at the end. But we're going to turn it over to these gentlemen so they can go ahead and kick off the presentation. And like we said, please, we encourage y'all to ask any questions so you can find out and take advantage of the benefits. Now, one thing is that it is, of course, for members only to be able to take advantage of the benefits. And as you can see at the bottom of the screen, it has our website, www.myaobe.com. And you can log on there and be able to download the application and fill it out electronically and send it to us, or even contact our office in order to activate your membership. And we can do that. It doesn't take very long, and it is payroll deducted. And that way you can take advantage of all the benefits these gentlemen are going to discuss tonight. So with that, we turn it over to you, Mr. Galindo.
Okay, well, great. Thanks. I really appreciate you guys inviting me, Veronica and Aida. What I'm here today is I'm going to give you guys some really great information on some of the benefits that are available to our members. And for those of you guys who are not members with us, we invite you to take advantage of it and take a look at it. Joining this organization is for the benefits. It will not do it justice. We want you guys to become a member, to be involved in a public education and be a part of the solution. So what I'm going to do tonight with my colleague Brendan, we're going to give you some information about how you can save time and money by using some of the services that are afforded to our members. So we're going to talk anywhere from life insurance, which I would try not to make it too boring. I try to make it a little fun, all the way to auto insurance. And in between, we'll also talk about fun stuff like Costco and you name it, restaurants.com, things that you can utilize every day for you guys. And we're also going to talk about a little bit more serious things as well. So, sit back, enjoy this. If you have any questions, please share your comments in the comment questions. I'm going to have a little bit of help. Somebody's going to be kind of looking at that, but please feel free to ask that question. And then during the middle of the presentation, we're probably going to have a little fun too as well with some prizes. So we're going to kind of put all this together and give you some information. So if it sounds a little bit like a commercial, it's okay, because we really want to be able to show you what we have to offer our members. So today's presentation is going to be 3 hours. Just kidding. Just want to make sure you're listening. And nobody to go anywhere. It's going to be okay. We're going to get through this. I know that living in a Zoom world is in a Facebook Live and whatever we are. I hope I didn't say the wrong word. But any kind of platform that we're using, we want to make sure that you understand that we were going to respect your time. And I know it's 7 o'clock, so I'm probably going against something that's good on TV. But don't worry, those are reruns. You can watch it again. So we want you to be able to take this information and see what we can do with it. So what I'm going to do now is share my screen. Am I good to go, guys, on that? I'm sharing my screen.
I don't see it up.
Okay, so I'm going to share the screen now. And I'm going to show a PowerPoint. So I can't see any of you guys, so I can't read any of your faces, or the good part is I can't see any rolling eyes. So, but you can see me. So that's going to be okay. So we're going to go ahead and go through it, and we're going to kind of see what we can help you guys with. Okay. So again, if there's any questions, I won't be able to see them. So somebody just shout them out and we'll get them answered as best we can.
So while we're waiting for the screen to pop up and for you to share it, we do have one from a member, and it says, I hear you provide free life insurance to your members. How do I sign up for the insurance? I am a member of AOBE.
Yes, we can definitely do that. We're going to talk about how to be able to do that. So just by being a member, real quick, can everybody see the screen now?
There we go.
Okay, cool, awesome, cool. So I'm going to hide that. Yes, to answer that question, you do get a free life insurance, and I'm going to talk about that in a couple of slides. So really, all you basically need to do is fill out your beneficiary form. So once you're a member, it's already activated, but we do encourage you to fill out the beneficiary form, and we'll talk a little bit about that. So if you just kind of hold that, we'll kind of get that information. Also, if I could ask, we didn't talk about this earlier, but I want to make sure that my information, my email, is also put into the comments. And that way, if there's any questions individually that I can answer, I'd be more than happy to do that. But yes, you do get free life insurance, and we'll talk about that too as well. Okay?
Great.
Are we good to go?
Yep.
All right.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, so let me give you some information first on who Member Benefits is and what we do. So when you join the organization, when you join Brownsville, you're also joining a whole family of educators throughout the country. You're also joining not only Brownsville educators, but you're also joining TSTA, Texas State Teachers Association, which advocates for educators from bus drivers on up to educator or to teachers, to anyone in the classroom or anyone who works near the classroom. So when you're a member of that organization, you're also a member of the National Education Association. With that, you get the strength of 3.2 million members across the United States, actually across the world. So we actually have members that are all throughout the world on Army bases through the Department of Defense schools. So when we say that, there's somebody out there that has a similar situation as you, you can know that if you're dealing with the situation, someone else is dealing with the situation. And because of that, we're able to provide you guys resources, unlimited amount of resources, to be able to not only help you save time and money, but be able to help you do the job. And boy, do you need it more than ever right now in this crazy time. So what I'm going to do is kind of show you how to use these benefits that are kind of help you every day. But first of all, we're going to show you how to get to them. Now, obviously, for those of you guys who are members with us, we invite you to go to neamb.com/start. Now, there at that website, whether it's on your phone, your tablet, or your laptop, it's going to take you to a page where you're going to find out about some interesting information. If you see below the 3 pictures there, one of them is our life insurance that someone just asked about. The second one is our Smart Student Loan Navigator that will help you if you have student loan debt. Can I get an amen on that? I think there's a lot of us there that are like that. And there's also a new program that we have. It's our Easy Pay. Will help you purchase everyday items at a really discounted rate. We'll talk about that because it's a pretty special program and we're pretty excited about that. But in order to be a member, if you're not a member with us, we do invite you to go to myaobe.com. And that's where you're going to be able to get the application, download it. You can electronically download it, turn it in, and we'll figure out a way how to connect you to make sure that you're going to remember. Once you do that, we invite you to go to this website. Now we also invite you right now to actually go to the website, neaab.com/start, and check out the experience. If you're a member, you can register. If you're not, you're still going to be able to go visit the website and see what's available there. And I want to respect your time. So I may talk a little fast, but please go ahead and take a look at the information. And if you have any questions, please let me know. But again, the first way to do it is to be able to visit neaab.com/start, and they're going to give you some great information. And we're going to talk about what's on that website as well. Okay. So I know we had a question about our life insurance. So every member gets a free life insurance policy. Now, you don't have to do anything for this life insurance policy, but we do encourage you to fill out your beneficiary form. So what is the policy? Well, this covers you not only at home, but at work. Now, I'll be the first to tell you it's a very small policy. It's a policy of $1,000. And the reason why this policy exists is if anybody's ever had somebody who's passed away in their family, they know that there's immediate expenses that come up. The food, you may want to buy extra flowers or something happens. And in most cases, even the person, if they're living alone, if they pass away, someone needs to pay those utility bills. So this process for this life insurance is really easy. God forbid we lose a member, we're notified, we contact the family, and within 9 days of the claim form being sent, the family will receive $1,000 check. So that's something that we try to do for all of our members. Now, within that life insurance benefit, there's a few highlights and a few caveats. For our first year members, for the members that are thinking about joining us today, and potential members, those first year members get a life insurance policy of $15,000. Okay. So it's kind of an introductory rate for $15,000. Now, I know that's kind of strange. I think it's a little strange, having a little fun with it. I mean, hey, we give you $15,000, but you got to pass away the first year. So it's a little weird, but the reason why we do it is because we want to make sure that you understand that we have your interest at heart, and we want to be able to extend that to you, because we know when new educators come online, they're thinking about a lot of things, and maybe life insurance isn't one of them, but it's a great way for them to get a introduction to our association. Now, the second year teachers, when you get, say you're a new member this year, you take advantage of that life insurance policy, you just fill out your beneficiary form. If you want to continue that $15,000 the second year, it's only $6 a month. So that encourages our members to kind of stay with us in the association and kind of take advantage of all the benefits. Okay. We also have an accidental death or dismemberment between $5,000 to $50,000. So I don't want to get too gruesome on this, but if our members are involved in any kind of situation where there is a dismemberment, and you know what, I got to say it, sometimes shop teachers or using the paper cutter or the saw, yikes, I'm not going to say anymore. But if those things happen, then you will receive between $5,000 to $50,000. So I'm glad we got the gruesome stuff out of the way, but it's just to let you know that it's there. Okay. And I'll also tell you this, kind of again on that kind of same note, we want to make sure that you understand that when you're a member with us, we do have your family's interest at heart. And what I'm talking about is our homicide. If you get involved, unfortunately, in our country, it is prevalent in a lot of places in every state. If you're involved in a workplace violence and a homicide, then your family immediately receives $150,000 worth of coverage, no questions asked. And unfortunately, at the NEA, we've had to write a lot of those checks. But we want you to know that when you're out there doing the good work that you do, taking care of the kids and educating the kids and educating the future, that you're going to, and you and your family are going to be taken care of. Okay. So it's important that you know that.
Antonio, if I may also, unfortunately, in these times, we've seen an increase of loss of lives in Brownsville. And Antonio was very helpful to be able to help us on the NEA side to expedite those death benefits for the members that we lost. So
absolutely.
It was very helpful. So we do appreciate that. We thank you for that.
Not a problem, especially during this time of COVID-19. I can't tell you how many people I've been contacted about that have lost somebody. So we want to make sure that there is no delay on that. So we do a little special care with that. So we want you to know that we are thinking about you. And obviously this may be a time for a lot of people to kind of really look at and see what they have as far as life insurance. We offer life insurance. We have a number of different policies we have. we can extend $100,000 worth of coverage for $19 a month. We can do accidental death dismemberment for between 100 and 300. So all of this information is on the website. So we want to make sure that you understand that this information is out there and that it's afforded to you. Because when you're planning right now and maybe you had a little downtime, it's a good idea for you to take stock and see where you can protect your family with life insurance. Because we know through the district, you're not going to get as much as you need. So this is a great way for you to be able to take advantage. Because remember, we have 3.2 million members. That's a lot of purchasing power. So companies want to be able to partner with us to be able to talk with our members and be able to advertise to our members. So we need to take advantage of that. And on a lighter note, I will tell you this, whether you go with us on our insurance or any other insurance you have, please update your beneficiary forms. Please do that every couple of years, because unfortunately we've had to give in the check to the first wife, not the current wife. You don't want to be around when that happens. They will dig you up and kill you again. So make sure, I say that in jest, but really be thoughtful of that and think about it, because you want to make sure that you update those in beneficiary forms. So normally I get a big laugh on that, but
Haha, yes. But
Yeah,
no, actually on that, Antonio, we are getting ready to email out to our members the list that you had sent us with the people who do not have a beneficiary
Absolutely.
listed. So that's going to be very helpful, because sometimes people just enrolled as a member but didn't get to mail off the beneficiary form. So we took it upon ourselves at this time right now when people are checking on their life insurance, unfortunately, but it's good to always have it updated. So we'll be sending that out to our members. And but you are welcome to always update it anyway, just to be on the safe side.
absolutely. So it's a good
we
idea.
have a question, Mr. Galindo.
Yes.
Can current members buy the $15,000 insurance for $6?
That is only for the second year eligibility. So if you're a first year member and you're going into your second year, you can do that. However, you are going to be eligible to purchase life insurance from $50,000, $20,000, $50,000 to $100,000 on up to $1 million for a considerably lower cost, probably around $15 to $20 a month. Now, if you think about it, the great thing about our insurance is that we have term insurance that's not a 20-year term. So when you go buy life insurance, say you're going with the State Farm and Allstate, and they offer you a 20-year term, after that 20 years, what happens? We're 20 years older, right? So we may have a little bit more health issues. It may be a little harder to pass that physical. But with NEA products, life insurance, that is going to be in effect until you're age 70. So that is that is something great to have with no medical question, with no renewal during that time. And what happens when you turn age 70? The policy goes down to 50%, because the rule of thumb is that you paid off your house, you finally got, little Junior off the couch. Maybe he came back, but now he's gone. It's a joke, but it happens. So when that does happen, and then when you turn 75, it goes down to 10% of the base thing. So I would encourage you guys to at least take a look at the insurance and see what's available right now, because right now you're probably going to be able to get a really decent rate, and it's going to be covering a lot of things. So you make sure you want to take advantage of that. So, and again, if you have any questions, please contact me at agalindo@neamb.com, and I can answer those specific questions, because insurance may take a little bit longer to talk about, but we want to make sure that you have us to at least compare if you're shopping out there as well.
And can you say your email address again, or enter it on the comment box? I know
Absolutely.
It went fast.
Yeah, so it is Agalindo, AGALINDO @NEAMB.com. So we'll make sure that we put it in there and kind of get it out, and we'll also post it as well.
I just put it on there. I have another question. How long does it take to go into effect after signing up? And will COVID illness affect life insurance?
Well, currently right now, it's usually a 30-day waiting period to be able to, when you start the process. I would encourage people to kind of take a look at it now. You can visit it online, or you can give us a call at our member advocacy center. With COVID-19, it just really depends. If you have COVID-19 and you're trying to get life insurance, that may be difficult to be able to obtain. It's not exactly like it would be with medical insurance with pre-existing conditions. But we do recognize that some people do have health issues. But to be totally honest with you, I do not want to give you false information because honestly, I've never been asked that question before. But I will get an answer for you. But we encourage you, do not let it stop you if you're a little hesitant about that. You need to ask those questions. And again, I'd be more than happy to act as an advocate and as a liaison between you and our insurance company to be able to see what we can be able to do for that.
That's an excellent question. And if you can please email Antonio Galindo on that, that would be a good thing. And he'll let us know, and we'll also put that out on Facebook.
Yes. Do you offer universal or whole life insurance?
No, we do not offer that. We offer term insurance. And the reason why is this: we have found that the NEA member benefits, we've taken a look at policies, and we believe that whole and universal insurance is not in the interest of our members. Okay. So I'm not a licensed broker. So I can't talk about too much or give advice, but I'm just sharing information that I do have. And the information that we have is that when you have a universal or whole insurance, in my interpretation, you're buying a policy with cash value that's going to decrease over time. So the benefit that you expect to have will decrease over time. With the term insurance we offer, if you buy a $100,000 policy or $1 million policy, if it's within that time frame of that term, then that's what you get paid out on. So we do not have any type of universal or whole insurance. So that's the difference. So we don't have that. We don't recommend anything. We're not recommenders of anything. We just think that that's the product that is in our members' best interest. But I'm glad we're getting these questions because it kind of sounds like maybe I need to do a little bit more in-depth presentation. So hopefully this goes successful, and at another time we can kind of get a little bit more in-depth on the insurance, because I know right now it's at the forefront of the mind. And I really appreciate the fact that you guys are in an area that has seen such an increase in COVID-19 that I think that these questions warrant a little bit more time to be able to go into.
Yes. One more question before you move on.
Yes.
I was interested in dental and eye insurance. Do you offer that?
Yes, we also have dental insurance, and we also have vision insurance. Unfortunately, I haven't put it on this PowerPoint because we were just kind of doing an overview. So we do encourage you to take advantage of that and go to our website, again, at neab.com/start in the search line, or you can put in insurance and it'll show you what's available for that. The dental insurance that we have can act in two ways. It can act as a supplement to what the district offers you, or you can use it as primary. And it is cheaper when you get the dental and the vision together, okay? Because if you get the dental separate, it'll be a little bit more expensive. So I encourage you to bundle that together. But yes, we do offer it. It is very competitive. The cool thing about our insurance is it's usually 15% lower than the national products that are out there. And we can almost, we really pride ourselves knowing that we have a larger pool of people than, say, the district does. So we're very competitive with that. You get to choose your own doctor. You get to choose your own dentist. And again, when you have your policy with the district, and I am making a lot of assumptions right now, and I'm sure it's a great plan. However, you may have to work within a network. With our dental, you can go out of network. So God forbid, if you're somewhere else, if you go to San Antonio or you go to Houston or somewhere else, and God forbid there's a dental emergency, you can use those practicing dentists to be able to take advantage of that as well. And sometimes even within your area, you may teach in Brownsville, but you may live in Harlingen or you may live in McAllen. That's a long drive, but I'm sure there's people that do that. So you're going to be out of network there. So we encourage you to go again to neab.com/start, take a look at it, and kind of go through and see what's available. They do have a pricing chart, and the pricing chart is based on zip codes. So it sounds a little weird, but it's based on availability of dentists and a lot of other factors in there. So we encourage you to go check it out.
Antonio, did you go over about the amounts for the death benefit and how it changes if it's at school or things like that?
Yeah. So when you have, right, when you, our general policy that's available for all members is $1,000. If there's an accidental death or dismemberment, the benefit is between $5,000 to $50,000, depending on what happened. So more severe accidents, so not to get too gruesome, but again, we've had members that have driven a bus, our bus drivers were driving a bus and they got an unfortunate accident. lost the use of their leg, they were able to get $50,000 to help them through that rehabilitation. Other educators had smaller but no less serious incidents where they received lower amounts. So it's not like there's a scale or there's a chart or anything like that. It just depends. And the benefits for that, again, are between $5,000 to $50,000. You can purchase accidental death or dismemberment on top of that, up to $100,000 to $300,000. So again, it just varies on the kind of coverages that you have. But again, we encourage you to go check it out at our website. Okay? And whether you're whether you're on the job or you're not. So even say, for instance, if you join the organization and say they invite you to go to a restaurant where they're going to have a meeting. Well, and God forbid, if you get into an accident on the way to that meeting, or the way back, or the way to the office and way back, or anywhere on association business, you're also covered. So it doesn't only cover you when you're on the job or whether you're at home, but it also covers you when you're on association business. Okay, so that's something that we extend to our members as well.
Yes, Ms. Flores, if you can please send Mr. Galindo an email, and he will get in contact with you so you can have more of a one-to-one conversation with him.
Absolutely. Let me give you guys a number too as well, and it's our Member Advocacy Center. So it's our call center in Maryland. They have agents that are there that have the computers in front of them. They can answer any questions and point you in the right direction. So that number is 1-800-637-4636. Again, that number is 1-800-637-4636. That is our Member Advocacy Center. So after this presentation, if you're thinking about something and maybe you think of something on Friday night or Saturday, you're like, wow, that handsome guy told me a lot of great information. Where do I get that information? You can call the 800 number. Did anybody catch that? See how I slipped that in there? That's what we're doing.
Maybe that's what
I thought you were talking about me.
No, I know. But maybe that's why they want your direct number.
That's right. That's right. Okay, build up my ego. We're almost halfway through this. All right. Okay, cool. Well, this is great. I'm glad we got a lot of interaction, and I appreciate that. So we got a lot to cover, but please, if you have any questions, please let me know. Okay. Okay, we're good to go, guys?
Yep.
Yes.
All right, cool.
I think we can do a wheel. Can we do a wheel right now?
Hey, let's do a wheel. Come on, let's do a wheel.
Let's do the first one, and it is the $25 gift card from HEB. Okay.
Woo! Okay, I'm just waiting for the wheel to be shared.
Okay, hold on.
So I guess I don't have to stop sharing, I'd imagine.
No, you keep yours. I can control that on my end.
Okay.
Okay, let me see. The wheel is coming.
All right. Let me put it up.
Here we go. Oh my gosh. Okay, spin it.
Big money, big money, big money.
Let's see.
This is so cool.
And the winner is, I can't see.
Marta.
Lopez. Marta, if you can please send us a Facebook Messenger, give us your information, your phone number, so that we can call you and make arrangements to get you the information for the gift card. Yay!
All right, awesome.
Congratulations.
Okay, let me go back and I'm going to share your screen again. There we go.
Okay, awesome. We good to go?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome. So this is great. So you want to make sure you pay attention because you never know when we're going to spin the wheel and get your prizes. So we're tricking you guys, and hopefully it's working. So good. All right, awesome. So now I'm going to kind of switch gears, try to make this sound a little bit more interesting. I know there was some concerns, some questions a little bit ago about the COVID-19. But not only is COVID-19 obviously just a horrendous thing to public health, but it's also hurting a lot of our members and our members' families financially. So I don't have to tell you about that, but what we've done at the NEA and your association for those members that we have and those potential members that are thinking about joining, we want you to know that the NEA family has done a really good job of gathering information and trying to really think about how we can help you. So on this PowerPoint, we have some links, and we're going to be able to share these links with you too as well. So we're going to make sure that we post these links and this update. But this particular link and this particular website has some information at our website that talk about how we can help you through the financial part of this pandemic. So what am I talking about? What are some of the things I'm talking about? So if you're a member with us and say you have a credit card with us through our NEA credit card program, or whether you have in auto insurance with California Casualty that Brandon's going to be talking about later, or if you have another product with us, a home mortgage with us. If you get into a situation where you've been affected negatively by COVID-19 financially, we're going to be able to work with our partners to see what we can do to be able to help you through this particular situation. We're also going to be able to not only do that, but we're also going to be able to give you financial tips on how to, manage a budget, how to be able to take advantage of local resources that are out there in your particular area and your particular state. So we want to make sure that you have all that information. So it may be a component that you haven't thought about, but I think I'm going to stand corrected because I know I'm dealing with a savvy group here because you guys had a lot of questions about life insurance, which tells me that you're really thinking about the financial security of your family right now. So this is a great time for you to be able to go to our website, to be able to check it out and see what we have available for you. So I know a lot of people probably on this talk right now has had somebody who's been affected by this financially. I live in Las Vegas, Nevada, and with the casinos that we have here, a lot of our members here locally have been affected by that. They've been laid off, a spouse has been laid off, they have reduced hours. So they're really trying to figure it out. I was just speaking with the member in San Antonio, and their husband was laid off and he worked at a couple of restaurants. So they're really trying to figure out what they can do to kind of make ends meet. So we're able to give them a little bit of information, and they had a few products with us, and we were able to kind of help them through that too as well. So we want you to know there's resources. Whether you have a credit card with us or you have a credit card with someone else, we can give you some tips on how to maybe call them and talk to them and ask for them to maybe freeze those payments or to give you a lower interest rate. So whatever we can do to help, we have these resources that are available there.
Okay. Wow, that's pretty good because I have an NEA credit card, and it's a low interest rate as it is to begin with. So if it can help you after that, that's even better. My gosh.
Yeah, absolutely. That's something we can do. Normally we may freeze payments or they'll work it out to, kind of just hold everything, not reporting things to the credit because they want to make sure that they keep our members engaged, and they also make sure that they want to take care of their financial welfare because we know that the effects of this financial fallout are being felt now, but unfortunately we may feel them later on as well as this continues. Yeah. So, we can't tell you we have the silver bullet that's going to solve everything, but we can get you some resources. And I encourage you guys to go to 211, whether you call it on your phone or you go to the website. Those are resources that the states have put available for you to see what's available in your particular area. There's a lot of great organizations that we work with locally, Red Cross, Salvation Army, that they have a lot of great programs that you probably haven't heard of, but they're out there and they may be for you. Okay.
A real quick question. After we retire, can we still pay for the benefits that we had been purchasing?
Absolutely. So when you retire and you join NEA Retired, you're going to be eligible to continue these benefits. So how does that work? So when you join the Retired Association, it is going to be substantially lower than what active members are paying now. And they offer lifetime benefits. So basically when you join, you can sign, you can join for one fee, and that'll continue for the rest of your life. So you're going to be able to continue these benefits as well. Also, if you have life insurance that you purchase with us, those are going to continue because those are contracts that we have, with you as well. And I would imagine, and Brandon will probably answer this a little bit later on, if you retire and you have auto insurance with California Casualty, you're going to be able to continue that. But there may be some caveats as well, but he's the expert, so I'm going to let him talk about that when we get to that as well. Yeah. But yes, you're going to be able to continue that if you join our NEA Retired. So we encourage you to do that. So if you have any questions about that, you could go to NEA.org/retired. That's NEA.org/retired. And that's going to give you some information on how to join as well. And I'm sure that the folks at AOB can also give you that information as well.
Yeah, I just put that in the chat.
Awesome. So we also have information at the website, and I was really excited about sharing this information with you because, when this pandemic started, the NEA went right to work trying to figure out what we can do to help our members. Now, I work with NEA member benefits, and I don't work directly with NEA. But obviously, they're our parent organization, and they put together so many resources that I'm just so proud of to be associated with an organization like that. And those of you guys who are members, I want to let you know that people are working on your behalf, and those potential members, if you could only see what members are doing. So the people that are next to you in those classrooms, whether it be virtual or in person, they're really doing their part to help each other. So what we've done is we put together some resources at neatoday.org, and I'm going to send you these links too as well on how to take advantage of them. And you can also get there from our website as well at neamb.com/start. So what are the things they're doing for our members during this time? So the advocacy never stops. So we know as well as everyone else that when you have a better working environment, that's a better learning environment for the children. So we're advocating on the state, on the national, on the local level to make sure that you get the funding that you need. And we understand that that's an uphill climb, and especially now, we're having to ask for things, and even the district is in situations where they need federal funding. So it has never stopped. So we want to make sure that you do that. So we want you to know that it's out there. So when you go to these things, you're going to be able to see what they're doing. And we're also going to ask you to do something for that, whether it's writing a letter or they're signing a petition or just voicing your opinion, because everybody has a hand in public education. So we want to make sure that we do that. We also have resources online for learning during school closures and while you're going back to school. And that's something I want to touch on as well. We have a lot of great resources. So now that you're thinking about you're going to go back to school and it's virtual in September, you're going to figure out what the heck am I going to teach? What am I going to share with my students? How am I going to do this? Whether you're a teacher's aide or you're a teacher, you're trying to figure out, or special ed, you're trying to figure out what can you do to reach these kids. So we want you to understand that there's resources online, lesson plans, school ideas, just information that'll help you get ready for that year. And I'm actually going to give you a little preview. So I'm going to go to the website, if the technology allows us, in a minute. I'm going to kind of show you that as well. Okay. We also have self-care. So obviously we all know the basic tips: wash your hands, cover your mouth, those type of things, wear masks. But there's also things that you can do with your students when you're in the session. I talked to a friend of mine who's a staff person in Arizona, and his kids went back to school last week. And he said it's so hard to get a middle schooler to sit for 4 hours during instruction. So if they had some kind of exercises during that time, these are something that, we want to make sure that we pass on whatever information we have to you guys to be able to use in that classroom. Okay. Same goes for high school kids. So any of them. I think you usually just use a whip and a chair with those high school kids. So, all right. Yeah, I hope I didn't say the wrong thing, because this thing may live in perpetuity, but you know what I'm talking about, guys. So obviously too, we have things for you to protect you and your family, even at home. So maybe some things that you haven't thought about, maybe there's some tips there that you can think about it, whether it's, obviously vigorously washing your hands, to washing the groceries when they come in and before you put them in the refrigerator. So there's a lot of great resources that are out there, and just tips we can pass it along. Okay.
Yep.
So what I'm going to do before I go into that, I wanted to show you some of those resources, and hopefully this is going to work, and we're going to see through the magic of this if I can do this. Everybody see my screen now?
Yep.
Four steps.
Yes, sir.
Okay, great, awesome. So basically what I'm doing here is, this is our website. This is what our website looks like, neamb.com. And if you go to resources, I'm going to click up here. There's a number of things you can do: paying for college, life insurance protection, student loan debt, even travel. Oh boy, I'm waiting for that day where we can all get out of town, right? So it's okay to daydream. Banking, insurance, everyday savings, auto and home insurance, appliance discounts, car rentals, hotels, cell phone discounts, flowers, gifts, you name it, we got it, okay? But what I was gonna do is kind of just show you a little bit of the other things that we have, specifically towards getting back to school. So these are 4 steps to start your school right. I'm not gonna go through them, but I just wanna show you the information that we have. Gather ideas to try on in classrooms for online learning. Within each of those, we have links that are gonna be able to help you with ideas. Stockpile on supplies for yourself and your family. And we have a discount that can help you with that. We also want to be able to help you focus on your own well-being, just like I was talking about. Let's take, for instance, 7 work-life balance tips for educators. And 4, set and forget your finances now. So you want to make sure that you're not only taking care of yourself, because we know as our members, you dedicate a lot of yourself to your students, but you also have your own family. Sometimes you got to be reminded of that, and that there's things that are to help you. So within that, what I've done is I went ahead and clicked on digital learning for best practices for educators. So if you go to this website, which we're going to send you, and you go through our link and you just go on this, you're going to be able to get information for best practices for educators. Well, look at that, Brandon, an advertisement for California Casualty. How about that? So that's cool. So we're working in unison with our partners, and he's going to be able to tell you more about how to win a Jeep Compass. So I hope he's not shaking his head. I hope he gives me thumbs up on that one. So you guys are still giving away the car, right? Okay. So we want you to focus, on accessibility. So there's some different things. There's learning ideas on what to do, and remote lessons that you can do and technologies that you can use. So I'm not going to go through all that. I want to let you kind of take a look at that at your leisure, and you're going to be able to go through that and see what resources that we have available for you, because there are a number of them. Okay. Do we have any questions so far?
No questions, not so far.
I saw
all right.
There's one there on going back on the life insurance. I don't know if it came in late. On life insurance, does one have to qualify for it?
With the life insurance, the free policy, you do not have to qualify for it. Now, the other insurance policies that we do have, there is a medical questionnaire that you have to fill out. But we also have a program that is for our members that are ages 45 and better. I didn't say older, I said better, with no medical questions asked, and that's available to a lot of members. So without going into too much detail, you want to really take a look at what we have available, because we have a number of different policies that are available out there. But the life insurance usually does come with either a questionnaire or actually an examination. Now, I don't want anybody to just think that, well, I have high blood pressure, I have some issues, it's going to knock me out. We understand that. We do not want to discourage you from not trying, okay? Our strength is in our membership. So we want to encourage you to take advantage of it and see what's out there, because we may be able to help you. And if for some reason we're not, we're going to be able to help you identify policies out there, whether it's with us or someone else, that can help you do that as well. So please don't get discouraged from doing that. There is strength in the partnerships that we have and the strength that we have. So again, try, if you feel like, that you've been turned down somewhere else, please give us a chance, because we do not want to turn anybody away, but we want to be able to help you through that process. That's what we do for our members.
Do you have cancer insurance?
We do not have cancer insurance, and there's a number of reasons why we don't have that. We believe that our insurances that we do offer do protect that. We believe that your medical insurance that you have will cover a lot of that stuff. The reason why, in my personal opinion, why cancer insurance is something that we don't offer is because when you purchase a particular type of cancer insurance, you want to make sure that you do your due diligence and you read the fine print, because not everything will be covered. Sometimes in some policies, it has to be a named type cancer. And, you may get one form of the cancer and not the other cancer. So I would encourage you, and again, I am not a licensed insurance broker, but I would just tell you, if you're thinking about cancer insurance, then you may want to take a look at that policy and really look at it in depth for that. Okay. So we want to make sure that our members are protected with that. I would be more than willing to as well, if you're thinking about purchasing that, because we don't offer it, I'd be more than happy to maybe take a look at it, pass it on to our insurance people to see what, to give you some advice on that. Now, that's not professional advice. That's just something that I will do for our members as well. But unfortunately, we don't offer that because we feel like that's not, it's just something that we just don't offer. Okay. Trying to be careful what I say, but okay. All right. Any more questions?
Not that I see, no.
Okay. So we're really excited about talking about this next product. And, I should have done a better job about fading in the first year free, but I'm going to tell you about that too as well. So we all know that student loan debt is just, it's a terrible thing that's happening right now to our members. And in the last 20 years, colleges and universities' price has just gotten so exorbitant, just exorbitant. It's kind of ridiculous what college costs. And we know a lot of our members are saddled with this debt. So if you take a member that's coming in, or you take someone who's been a member for us with years, I talk with individuals that are about to retire and still have student loan debt. It seems like you're never going to get paid with us. You're never going to get done paying with it. So what we've done is we've tried to figure out how can we help our members with that. We've had members that are new educators that come online. They're first-year teachers, and they have $800 in student loan debt. There's no way they're going to be able to pay their rent wherever they're living, pay their car, eat, do anything, and pay that as well. So what's that's doing is that's discouraging a lot of our members from dropping the profession. And we hate to lose good people because of that. So what we've done is that we've partnered with a company called Savvy to be able to help you navigate those waters. Okay. So the federal program does a free program, the Stafford and Perkins loan forgiveness and public service loan forgiveness. It was started back in 2008 by the Bush administration, and it was carried over the threshold by the Obama administration. And those type of programs are designed to help people stay in public education. So basically what it does is you go to the federal website, you fill out the application, you cross a lot of T's, dot a lot of I's, get your principal to sign off on this, turn in this paperwork, and every year after that, you turn paperwork in on time. The problem is it is a government-run program, and sometimes it's very hard to navigate. People drop out or people get turned down and get rejected and get denied, and they don't always know why. So they go out and fill out the application again, and they get turned down, but they don't know where they went wrong, okay? And other times they get accepted, they go through the program, and every year you have to update your information. Well, people miss the date that they're supposed to do it, or they don't put the accurate information in. So what we've done is we partnered with this company, a social startup company, and basically what they do is they help you navigate that water. So what you do is you go to their website through neamb.com, and you're able to put in your information. And what they do is they make sure that they look at it and they put you in the right program. First, they're going to put you in an income-driven payment plan that's going to lower your payment. And then it's going to put you on the path to paying that loan off. Okay. So this is an unbelievable program. We know right now there's so much uncertainty going on with the CARES Act, with, talk about, freezing student loans, and with the challenges that we have with Betsy DeVos, honoring a lot of these things, but people are getting relief and our members are getting relief. I recently talked to a member that we have in Santa Fe, New Mexico, who filled out the application and immediately when it was accepted, saved $5,000 right off the bat. Now she's on track to get her entire public loan service forgiveness done when she completes her 120 payments. So there's a lot of ins and outs to this program, but this is basically I'd like to say it's almost like a TurboTax for your student loan. So just like when you do your taxes, you go online, you put in your information, they're going to be able to identify you. Now, a lot of our members are already on income-driven payment plans, but we want to make sure that you're on the right plan to get forgiveness. Because a lot of times when you go directly to your lender will only put you in a program that's good for them, okay? And sometimes they don't always have your best interest at heart because it's in their interest that you continue to pay. So even if you pay a reduced amount, you still have to pay the rest of it. So this is why we want you to maybe take a look at the Savvy program and see what's out there, okay? So how much does this program cost? So it is it is $29 per month, okay? To be able to take advantage of it. Just kidding, $29 a year, sorry, $29 a year. But the NEA has went ahead and waived that fee. So the first year membership is free. So you don't have anything to lose. I encourage you, if you take anything away from this presentation and you have student loan debt, join the organization. If you're already a member with us, go to the website, take advantage of this. Begin to save money now because this can really change your life right away if you take advantage of that. It is also my hope that in the coming months, we're going to have a student loan presentation online like this that's going to go in depth in the entire program and talk a little bit more about it. But again, if you have student loan debt, we want to make sure that you take advantage of this because we want you to stay in the profession. The number one reason why people drop out of the education is because of student loan debt. So we don't want that to happen, okay? So that's something that's important out there. And if the NEA is going to cover your first year free, then that's a huge win for us, okay? And that's going to help you, especially during this time, to be able to, get your finances in order. But we want to get you some immediate relief. Okay?
Definitely.
He liked it. The dog liked it. So right on.
That's my dog.
Okay.
He
Do we
can't
have any
wait.
questions on this?
He can't wait for you to cover the pet insurance.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Time for that.
Okay.
So, how about we do another door prize?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Okay. This one is for another $25 gift card from HEB.
All right, are we ready? Spin that wheel. Woo!
Big money, big money.
Ooh. Let's see. Oh,
Who's that?
I don't know, but we will have her reach out to us.
I can't even read it. It's so small.
Oh, it says Andrem 79.
Oh, and Ram 79. Yay!
Congratulations.
Send
So,
us a message so we can get your information.
yes, let's do one more.
Let's do one more. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Another $25 gift card from HEB. Let's see.
Let's see who's gonna win.
Big money.
Oh,
It's so small. I can't see.
Margarita Cristano.
Margarita Cristano, congratulations! Woo! Send us your information through Facebook Messenger so we can contact you and get you all that information.
Awesome. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Okay, we can continue, Antonio.
Okay, so we're rounding the bases here, guys, and I really appreciate everybody sticking with me. There's so much information that I know there's interest in the questions, so we'll kind of go through it. So again, student loan debt, extremely important. You have a plan. We have a way for you. We have a path forward, so we're going to be able to help you navigate those waters. So please check it out and see what's available for you. Okay. Now, during this time of COVID-19 and everybody's at home and we're trying to figure out how to save money, we've partnered with a different company to provide a different type of benefit. So basically what this benefit is Easy Pay powered by Square Deal Market. What is that? So we know that our members from time to time have issues that come up, whether it be a washer and dryer that went out, a refrigerator, or I know in that Rio Grande Valley, I know the heat gets intense and sometimes the air conditioner doesn't always work and you have to buy new insurance. But yikes, who's got the money to go and buy a new refrigerator, a new computer, a new TV, and things like that? So what we've done is we partnered with this company, Square Deal Market, to be able to offer you to be able to purchase these products and services at a reduced rate. So how does this work? So you never pay any interest or finance fees on a product. So if you need say a washer and dryer and you go to the website and you pick out the washer and dryer, then we can say, okay, you can purchase this with no interest, no credit checks, and no applications. So you can look at it. And how does this program work? Well, what they do is they take a look at your income and they say, okay, we don't want you to spend any more than 5% of your income, of your take-home pay. So that way, when you do make payments back, when it comes out of your checking account, then those payments are not really going to hurt you too much because this is something you need. So if you don't have the money, the $1,000, $500, and we all get in those situations, you're going to be able to buy those things ahead of time with no credit checks and no finance fees. So that's something that's really cool. This service has a standard fee of $59 a year, but it's going to be waived, and that's going to be covered by the NEA. So again, we encourage you to maybe take a look at that and see what's out there on our website. Now that can be anywhere. I say washers and dryer because I know that's a lot of things that go wrong in the house that you can't always buy. But it's anywhere from fitness equipment. Now that you're at home, there's no excuse. My excuse is the refrigerator is only like 10 feet away from me, so that's never a good thing. But for those of you guys, if you want to purchase clothing, electronics, you name it, we got it. If you have equipment when you're working virtually, whether it's a computer or any other equipment, you can also purchase those items. We also have flash sales, member-only pricing, and we just have a ton of inventory to be able to take a look at that. So again, that is Easy Pay powered by Square Deal Market. So if you had some credit issues before, we will encourage you to really take a look at it and see what's out there. Before you buy anything, we say this with all products and services, check with NEA member benefits first. So whether you're going to Home Depot or Lowe's, you may want to check with us because we also have deals on our Click and Save platform with Lowe's and Home Depot from time to time. We also have a GE appliance program. So if you're looking to purchase items, you can actually buy GE appliances too as well. Microwave ovens, refrigerators, you name it, any kind of gadgets. So that's something that's out there. So you have multiple choices to be able to get products with us. Okay. So that's something really cool that's out there. Okay. Now I've said enough, but I'm going to keep talking about more products, but I just want to give an opportunity. Other questions right now? I'm envisioning you guys looking at me. So if there's any.
I know several are asking if their name is on the wheel. Yes. I know that's like the important part, but
absolutely. You got to hear this, guys.
Priority.
So you gotta get on the wheel. So I get it. All right, awesome.
So yeah,
All right, cool.
if your name is on there, you're participating on there, or you're checking in on the chat on the side, that is how you get your name on the wheel. So, and
Excellent.
they're double checking to make sure that no names are skipped.
Awesome. Okay, cool. Well, we'll just continue on then.
Okay.
All right, cool. So again, a little break because we want you to know that how do you get all this information? You go to I misspelled that. Sorry. MyAOB.com is what it is. So I'm going to just go right over that and we won't know that. So MyAOB.com, that is it. And, even the best laid plans never work out sometimes. But we want to make sure that you know that that's how you join our organization, how you get a hold of us. And that's where you start first. Okay. So, it would take me hours to talk about all the products and service. So what I've done on this is I've just highlighted a few things. So I'm going to talk about some of the smart ways we can help you stretch your budget. Okay. So we have our NEA Office Depot max discount cards where you can get up to 75% off pricing off copying, shopping online and in stores. Now, I know a lot of you guys are working virtually. Pretty much everyone's working virtually. But you do need copy paper and you need things, you need supplies. So we encourage you to take advantage of that. This is also a TSTA benefit and it's a really awesome thing. So you cannot believe how much you can actually save when you're buying these supplies. So I know hopefully you're going to go to your school one day. We'll take as much as you can from there, but you may need some more as well.
Yes, definitely on the Office Depot. Oh my goodness. We've gone to get printing done there. And we're talking about it cuts it down to 1/4 of the price on the printing.
Absolutely. Yeah, great stuff. So you make sure want to take advantage of that.
Yeah.
Some other things that we do have, we're called limited time offers. And those are things like 10 to 20% off Walgreens, CVS, Postmates. So, we're all supposed to be staying at home, but you may have your favorite meal that you want delivered. So you may want to check with us because on our limited time offers deals, which you can find at our website under discounts, you're going to be able to take advantage of that. Okay. So that's something cool and that's tangible that you can take advantage of right now. We have other stuff like managing expenses. Now, I won't get too much into this, but I will tell you that these are out there. So you could save money by using Savvy, which can help you really save some money through our partners at California Casualty, where they can give you a great rate on auto insurance and it could really help you save money every month and you could feel that immediately. We know that our members from time to time get into situations where they may need a personal loan. And, we've done some surveys before, and we found that a lot of our members were going to payday loans. And if you've ever done that, it's a vicious cycle to where you can never get out of that. So if from time to time, if you need a little bit extra, we have NEA personal loans and we're able to help our members with that. So you want to make sure that you at least take a look at it and see what's available. It may not be the best program for you, but it may head you in the right direction on what you need to do. Okay. We also have a program called Click and Save, and this is going to be revamped in a month or so. So there are going to be some exciting new things that are coming out. But right now, our Click and Save page is active, and we have some cool stuff like restaurants.com, where you can go to a local restaurant and you can purchase gift cards, $25, $30 discount gift cards, sometimes for $2, $3, $4, $5. And believe me, I'm the world's most skeptical person, but it really does work. So those vary. So you want to make sure that you take advantage of that. Okay.
I can vouch for that. Last summer, I went on there and we were going to be in, I don't remember where we were. And we went to Florida, and you can buy like gift cards for meals and stuff. And when you go, you pay less than half pretty much. And then you go and you pay $20 for $60 or something like that. And so
it's awesome.
Yeah, I saved a lot of money like that.
Good.
Cool. So just, since we're talking about it, go ahead and give you like a little quick synopsis of it. So say you go to a local restaurant there in Brownsville or somewhere in the valley down there and say, okay, you look at it and, rule of thumb, I would say kind of shop at night or early in the morning when there's less traffic. That's when the better deals are. So say you get a gift card and it's a $25 gift card for $4. So what do? You spend the $4 first, you pay it, you print off the document or you have it on your phone, you go into the restaurant. They say, hey, you got to spend $35 to get the $25 gift card.
Yep.
So math teachers, what's the difference? $10.
$10.
So the $10 plus the $4, $14 for $35 worth of food. I don't know where you're from. I'm from Fort Worth, and that's a great deal. So take advantage of that because half off is really good. My wife and I, we have actually some printed off. We keep it in the glove box of our car. We haven't done that lately in the last 6 months, but we used to do that all the time. So, hey, I'm not an extreme couponer, but this stuff really works. So why not take advantage of that? Okay.
Yeah. Anna said is saying that she takes advantage of that too. She uses that too. So it helps you save money.
Exactly. So, and it just depends on the deals and stuff. So it varies. And it's anywhere in the United States. So if you're planning whether to go to Florida, California, even just to San Antonio, it can really help as well. Yes. Now, we also want you to know that we can also help your loved ones too as well. When I mean loved ones, I mean the four-legged kind. So we have deals with BarkBox, Petco. So anything to take care of your pets, we have that as well. We also work with Blue Apron, which is a food delivery service where they prepare a meal in a box, healthy meals, and you take it out and cook it with your family. So we come up with some creative ways to be able to help our members through that. Okay. And I know somebody mentioned something about their pets and pet insurance. When we got one of our four-legged friends gave us his 2 cents just a second ago. Yes. So we do offer pet insurance. So why is this guy talking about pet insurance when we're educators? Well, I'll tell you why. We take a look at products that are going to help our members where they live. And where you live is in your heart. And who are the ones we love? We love our family, but we also love our little guys too as well. Whether it's your cat, your dog, whether it's your bird, or your fish. What we do is we've partnered with the largest pet insurance carrier out there to be able to offer pet insurance at a reduced rate. Now, those include pre-existing conditions, shots, wellness visits. So what does this cost? It's 70% is covered by the insurance company. You cover 30%. So that's a very competitive that's out there. And you can take it to any licensed veterinarian anywhere in the country. So if Fido's not feeling well, you can take them in there and rest assured that's going to be a great product. So I'm going to tell the story that everybody's probably heard, but it is true. Okay. So if those of you guys, Ida and Brandon, have heard it millions of times, still laugh because it's a good thing. So I had a member in Houston a few years ago who really wanted health insurance. She came in before a presentation and she said, my husband doesn't have health insurance. The district won't cover him. He's got some health issues. Do you have it? I said, no, unfortunately, we don't do it. We don't have health insurance. It's just something we don't do. However, at the end of the presentation, maybe I can help you find a policy locally and maybe we can do that. She goes, great, that'll be great. We go to presentations, we're showing the slides, pet insurance comes up, we talk about the benefits of pet insurance. She gets really excited, she raises her hand and she goes, I got pet insurance on all 3 dogs. I said, you got a pet insurance on all 3 dogs and not on your husband? She goes, you got to know where your priorities lie, So the reason why I say that is that members join for all kinds of reasons. And for those of you guys who are thinking about joining this organization, I'll be the first to tell you, we don't want you to just join for the benefits. We want you to join for the reason for public education. But we understand this is the real world and it's about dollars and cents sometimes. So if we can help you at home with your pet, that might make you more active to get involved, to go to some virtual meetings with us, to roll up your sleeves and do the good work to help protect our kids. So I'm going to step off the soapbox and continue with the presentation. But I think it's just, we want members and we want to help our members save money. So,
okay, I have a question. What about that guy that came with you there?
He's coming in. He's coming. He's going to talk to
he's
as well.
Away.
Oh,
he's still away. So I'm sorry, guys. I know you had a lot of questions, but look, we got fun stuff too. Costco savings, click and save. NEAMB.com/TXGet2, which are 2 free magazine subscriptions just for listening to me today. Now, please, guys, if you guys take advantage of this, it's only for you. It's totally free, but it's only for you guys. So I don't want to see this on Facebook out there everywhere. This is just something, a limited time offer for you guys too as well. So I'm going to go ahead and give you one last thing before I turn it over to Brandon. Okay. So we want you to go to neamb.com/start, and we want you to click on the newsletters. We have a financial whiteboard newsletter, and that newsletter is going to give you information on financial things, how to live on a budget, some cool articles. We're also going to put you in an NEA shopper's guide, and we're going to send you emails when you sign up to this newsletter, and they're going to send you specific deals in your particular area that are only available for those who have signed up to this newsletter. We also want you to sign up for the NEA travel newsletter for that glorious time where we can all hit the road, whether it's driving or flying, but I still think I'm going to drive for a while. But when you do that, we're going to sign you up. If you register, you're going to give you 500 travel dollars that you can use dollar for dollars to redeem at hotels throughout the country, cruises, and resorts. Okay, so that's something cool. And when you sign up for that NEA travel newsletter and you do that, we deposit $500. If you tell us what your birthday is, we're going to give you an additional $200. So don't leave any money on the table. The entire reason why member benefits exist is to help you recoup the cost that you're paying in your dues. So when I hear that it's too expensive to join the organization, what I'm hearing is where's the value? And this is just a small part of the value. So membership doesn't cost, it pays. Okay. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to Brandon, and he's going to give you some information. If there's not any more questions, if that's okay, if we're going to do anything else, but Brandon's going to give you some information on California Casualty Auto and Home Insurance.
Wonderful. Can everybody hear me okay?
Oh, yes.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you for Brownsville for having me. And I look forward, like Antonio said, to the time we can get back down there in person. Antonio mentioned that he is not a licensed insurance agent, and I will tell you, neither am I. I'm the senior field marketing manager for California Casualty. So I'm not an agent. I'm not here selling anything. I'm here on behalf of NEA member benefits and TSTA and AOBE to tell you guys about this program if you haven't heard about it yet. So the senior field marketing manager usually shows up at the schools and gets to do these things, or at your AOT meetings, or maybe your lunchroom and sponsor lunch for you. And until we can all go anywhere, this is going to be the way I'm going to be taking care of you. So I'm going to send some information right now, and I don't know if this goes out to everybody or just the moderators, but they can pass that out to, I just put my contact information in there, my email, my phone number to text or call, and a couple of links. So who's California Casualty? A lot of you know, many of you have us, a lot of the staff have us, and we're always happy to have you guys. We specialize in covering educators and education professionals. We were founded in 1914. Think about that. That's about how long cars have been around. So like as soon as the car rolled off, California Casualty went out there trying to write policies on them. See, and the pet insurance, that's going to come up again too. So keep barking there. We'll talk about you too. We've been NEA endorsed since 2000, but we've been around covering educators ever since educators have been driving. Our policies are educator-specific policies and have benefits. So what does that mean? Well, there's a couple of things. I would ask the question, but I don't think I could see it pop up because I'm sure somebody out there knows the answer. But one of the biggest benefits we provide when you are driving to school and do have your car on campus is that if anything happens to that vehicle while it's on campus, so vandalism, a break-in, collision damage, something like that happens on your campus within 500 feet of your campus, instead of paying that $500 or $1,000 or $1,500 deductible that you set up with us when you set up the policy, your deductible is actually zero because we already know that you are parking there on campus. You've already put your car at risk there. And a lot of us don't have that extra $500 or $1,000 to fix our car if something happens to it. And more times than not, the district is going to say, hey, sorry, there's a big sign right over there on that fence that says, we're not liable for anything that happens to your vehicle on the property, right? Most of them have that. Some of you have parking situations where you actually have to park your vehicle on a curb next to the school. You're not even on a parking lot or inside of a gate. So there's a risk there as well. So that's the biggest one we have. If somebody breaks into your vehicle, what happens then? What if they steal something? Well, your belongings are covered up to $500 at no cost at a zero deductible as well. So anything that's in there that's left, you're in a hurry, or you left something visible where somebody got to it and got it, that's going to be covered up to $500 as well. And if you have the renter's insurance with us or the homeowner's insurance with us, that amount's going to go up to $3,000. So if you have both of those, we've got an extra benefit for you as well. Now that $423 average annual savings, that's pretty close to your annual amount that you pay to be a member of AOBE, correct, ladies? Pretty close, within $100 or so. So imagine that if we save you that $400 or $500, you've literally become a member for free. And as Antonio said, we don't want you to join just for the benefits. We want you to join for what AOBE and TSTA and NEA do for you. But because you are that member, you have all these benefits available to you. And we try to make it literally free to be a member. And I actually used to be in insurance, and I always told people, the best insurance you can buy is the insurance you get for free. So if you found enough benefits through NEAMB and through CalCAS that you are more than paying for your cost to be a member, you've literally joined the organization for free. You have no excuse not to be a member. So we highly encourage that. Our 99% customer satisfaction rate, a lot of people are in the 90s. If you've ever heard of Trustpilot, that's another resource that judges and looks at financial institutions and how they take care of their policyholders and their customers. We are almost 5 stars universally on that site. You can read tons of recommendations. We have something on our Facebook, on CalCAS Facebook, that is called Testimonial Tuesday, where members who have our coverage will go in there and tell you about what their experience has been and the things that we've done for them. So we're really proud of that Testimonial Tuesday as well. You see something down there that says free identity theft, free ID defense. So we have also partnered with a company that will provide you and your entire family free identity theft defense. If something happens, if you feel it's compromised, you can call on customer service and they will activate that group within, and they will start working on that problem for you and help mitigate those things. Maybe you even had a fire and you lost all your paperwork. Maybe you lost birth certificates and marriage certificates and documents, passports, things like that that you've got to start putting together again. They will help you make sure that all those things are addressed. And they're the last one, pet injury protection. Veronica, do you have your friend still there? Okay. Hey. So let's say that you and he or she, since I don't know what you got there, are riding to the vet, like Antonio said, and you have the pet insurance, and you get hit or you hit somebody, you're in an accident. That pet injury protection covers your 4-legged vehicles in your vehicle. If they're in there and you have an accident, up to $1,000 worth of vet bills and $1,000 loss of life benefit. So they are fully covered if they're in your car. I know a lot of us, did some vacationing maybe in our vehicles and got to drive a little ways with our families and got to do something. And maybe you took, what did you call it, Fido? Is that what you said, Antonio?
Yeah.
Fido went with you, or Puss in
Spot.
Boots. Yeah, Puss in Boots, the kitty went with you. If they were in the vehicles and you had something happen, they are covered as well. So we brought that in about 2 years ago, and that has been a benefit as well. As a widow of a teacher, can I sign up for any member benefits? Antonio, do you want to take that one?
As a widow of a teacher, can I sign up for NEA benefits?
Say it again. I'm sorry. As a widow.
As a widow of a teacher, it's my mom. She's As a widow of a teacher, can I sign up for NEA benefits?
Yeah. So how this works is, so if you're a member of the association, you can invite, or anyone in you that you consider friends or family and close family can take advantage of all these discounts. That's a great question. So if you have someone in your family that wants to take advantage of, whether it's a Click and Save or whether it's a pet insurance, they are eligible to take advantage of these programs. The only program that they can't take advantage of is the life insurance, because that's a trust product. So if you're a member, obviously your spouse, your children, your parents can take advantage of that, but that's it. But anything other products, whether it's the California Casualty, or whether it's the Savvy program, or whether it's anything else, they can take advantage of. So that's a really good question. I'm glad you asked that. So yes, anyone that's connected to you, and there's a number of ways they can do it. So if you go onto the website, you can actually invite them. They'll send them an email so they can register. So as long as you're the primary member, they can take advantage of that. So if you have a brother, a sister in another state, they can take advantage of these things.
Good question, Mom.
Oh,
Great
that's
question,
pretty
yes.
Brandon,
Yeah.
actually, I have a question also. I've been with California Casualty and for quite some time. But when we were shopping around at the beginning, they were very competitive with a lot of the other companies out there. Your State Farm, your Geico. Is it still pretty competitive with a lot of the leading companies?
So what I would say, and that's a great question. We kind of talked about price with that savings, and that's the average for someone that we cover. We are not always going to be the cheapest. And in many cases, we might be more expensive. This is an opportunity for you to find something that is for members, that's sponsored for members, and you also have a lot of recourse with California Casualty that you won't get with other carriers. And so I'll just mention one of those real quick because it's not on here. One of our recourse things is our claims process. If you have an issue with a claim or customer service, you can contact Ida or me or Antonio, and we will escalate that for you all the way to a vice president right off the bat. So if you've ever had an issue before, I'm sure most of you have not been able to escalate to a vice president at State Farm or Geico or any of these other companies. We're going to have somebody working on that right away. It usually doesn't get to that. I've been doing this 8 or so years with Antonio. I've worked through 4 or 5 of those, so not even one a year. And that's through covering with TSTA and my firefighters unions and my law enforcement unions. We don't run into that a lot. But if you do, we are going to jump on that. We're going to have you give us all the details. I'm going to escalate that, and we're going to shoot that up the pipeline for you. So that's a resource that you do not have with those other companies.
Awesome. Okay.
Recruitment and retention. So back again, the days where we used to be able to go out with the field staff, we would be there with them in the Brownsville schools helping recruit members and helping them learn about joining AOBE, or retention just by talking about the NEAMB products, keeping those folks engaged. The next thing we'll talk about real quick, because it just ended, was the music and arts grant. We used to have an athletic grant. We suspended that and slid the music and arts grant in place because in a lot of states, especially like Texas, athletics and sports and football get plenty of money to fund what they need to do. But a lot of time those arts programs and those music programs are not getting the attention they need. So we put this in place with $250 grants for music and arts and sent that out. And we just finished getting our finalists in. And as the field marketing manager, my job is to get this out to everybody. And I will tell you our requests from Texas were very minimal. So hopefully the next time this cycle's around, we can get this back in front of people and get them to engage in participating in this, because we really want to get these out to the folks that need them. There was a lot of need. I was on one of the subcommittees in selecting some of these, and you wouldn't believe some of the needs that we read about. And we wish that we could do more, but we had quite a number of them. So we were putting a lot of money out there, and those winners are going to be announced pretty soon here. So I'm looking forward to that. The other one you see next to it says a $2,500 giveaway, and that's called our academic award. And it's really a $2,500 credit for you to go spend money for supplies for yourself and your school. We do that 3 times a year, the fall semester, the spring semester, and the summer session. So we just ended the $2,500 giveaway for the summer session, and we'll be announcing that winner pretty soon. So we'll always get that to your president and Ida to put that on Facebook or an email blast so that y'all know to enter that every time it's open. You can see some delicious snacks down there. Thank you. Thank you, Ms. We really appreciate that. The little snack tray, that's, some of the lunches that we sponsor. We love to come in and bring lunch for our members and have member appreciation events. And also on the recruitment tip to help bring people in to hear about joining the association as well. And then finally, you can see that Keep on Course, that Jeep Compass. That's at drivesafepromise.com. Again, I sent that out through the message there, so I don't know if that's something everyone can see.
Yeah, I put it on the chat.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you. So anybody who's a member is eligible to enter to win that. That's coming down here pretty soon. Only enter once. Entering more than once will not help you win, because our system will beat you out and you'll be back down to the 1 entry. So only do that one time if you could, please, and save a little room on the server for some other folks. But make sure and tell your friends who are members to enter to win too. It'd be wonderful if we could drive that Jeep Compass down to Brownsville and give it away down there. That would be fantastic.
Awesome.
You know what I mean? So we would love to do that. What else are we missing? The awards for teaching excellence. So yes, we're also the co-sponsor of that. In February, we went to Washington, D.C. and presented the 50 Teachers of the Year Award for deserving teacher around each state. And the winner this year was in San Antonio. So we got to go do that. And we're very proud to do that as well and sponsor that. So all these things, we're not just trying to do car insurance and homeowners and renters. We're also trying to make sure that you guys have something from us in exchange for being a member and considering us. So like I was saying, we may not always be the one you pick, but we're always there. I know we had a lady that I've been working with for 7 years who was an NEA member, not member benefit person, but a board member. She had been trying for 7 years, and I just got an email last week. She got us. So it always pays to keep circling back around and get the quote. Eventually, we're going to get you. So we got Ida, your outgoing president, Noah Candelaria, is a policyholder. Ovidia Molina is also a policyholder. We'd love for all of you who can get with us to be policyholders. There you can see that unfortunate picture that you have to deal with. I'm so sorry about that. I probably should have been on a diet before I took that picture. But there's my number. You can text me. You can call me anytime. I'll respond as quickly as I can. If you want to get a quote, you can go to calcas.com/TSTA. There's my email address if you'd like to shoot me a message, and if you have any other questions, we would love to answer those as well. But we encourage you to do the quote because one thing I'll jump back to, and then I'll leave, I promise. You were talking about a benefit during the hard times, the financial hardships. The first thing we did when we kind of start getting a handle in April on what COVID was doing as far as family budgets was we had already had the summer skip program in place where you could decide if you had the summer coming up and you wanted to take a couple of months off from paying your homeowners, your renters, or auto with us, we give you those 2 months and you can make it up the other 10 months. What we immediately did is we went to a 4-month skip program where you could skip 4 months of payments with us from April through September, whatever that worked out to. If you were having a financial crisis in your family budget, all you had to do is call customer service and let us know what the issue was. So even now today, if you're a policyholder now, please reach out to us. I know we've made calls out. Personally, I've been on a project where I've been calling existing policyholders and just saying, hey, do you know about this? Are you guys in any trouble? If not, great, thanks for being a policyholder. So we have those kind of things in place. If something's going on, we're going to respond to it, okay? And I know when TSTA reached out when we had the hurricane in Houston, and they were sending gift cards for members, we made a nice contribution to TSTA for those gift cards as well because we wanted to make sure you guys knew you were important to us, and you will be now and in the future.
Definitely.
So with that,
like Ms. Hernandez said, it's great customer service at California Casualty. So thank you for everything.
Thank you. And I'm going to send you ladies we were talking about virtual learning and classroom prep. There's something we're sponsoring tomorrow night on Facebook Live, oddly enough. We're not doing it, but we're sponsoring an NEA member who's doing it online at 7 p.m. Central Time. And so that's something I will send to you guys. And if you want to put it on your Facebook and see if anybody wants to participate or finds value in it, great. We love to be parts of these things.
Awesome.
So now I'll finally shut up and let Antonio have it back.
Wow.
That's yeah, that's okay. Don't do that. That's awesome. It's a great information. So look, I know, guys, this is overwhelming. This is a lot of information, and that cute thing is just really distracting me right now. But yeah, I tell you, there's so many cool things that are out there. Don't make me go get my Yorkie too. So I'll do that in a second. But it is important. Walter, my Yorkie, yeah, he's a whole deal. But we want to encourage you guys to really take advantage of these benefits. Now, we know that you're never going to go through all of them. You're never going to see it. But again, go to myaobe.com. Join us. If you're not a member with us, get the information. Visit us at neamb.com/start, and you can take advantage of all the discounts that we have. Please let me know if we can help you in any way. And that's all we got for you.
Awesome. So we got actually 3 more door prizes that we're going to give away. And then we're going to answer any questions or just give you a brief update as to what is going on in BISD. So let's bring the wheel back on and spin it.
Look at all those names. That's fantastic.
Isn't that cool?
No
This is for
whammy, no whammy, no whammy.
$50 gift card. Oh my goodness.
Oh, ask a lot of questions, Brenda.
Look
God.
at that. Woo, whoop, 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 whoop.
Oh my gosh.
Pay for him to be here.
And then now we have a $50 gift card from Amazon from
Woo.
Galindo and NEA.
Yeah. Spin that wheel.
Let me see. Oh, Miss Herrera!
Hey, Miss Herrera.
Yay! Congratulations. That's a $50 Amazon gift card. Okay, and we have one more Amazon card. And go ahead and spin it.
Spin that wheel, spin that wheel. Woohoo!
And it goes to, who is it? Oh,
Fatima! Woo!
all right.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
That is awesome. So we will please reach out on the private or direct message through Facebook, and then we will go ahead and get these to you electronically. That way it's safe and you can go shopping without having to be at risk. So now we turn it over to BISD, but thank you so much, gentlemen, on all the benefits. It's important to try to take advantage of any of that whenever you have a chance. It really does add up and it makes a difference. And it more than pays for your membership here. Besides being part of one of the largest associations in Brownsville and very active association in Brownsville, you also get to be able to save some money and pay for your membership. This dog is just going my hair. Man, my goodness, he's braiding my hair with his teeth. So poor Chico. This is my Chico, okay? As some of y'all know.
Oh, that's
But-
Everybody always thinks their kid's the cutest, right? Everybody thinks that.
I know until somebody told me, it's like, oh, your little dog is so ugly. I was like, wow. Okay.
He's a
They're
good boy.
part of
He's a
they're
good boy.
part of our self-care.
I know, right? It's like,
emotional support animal.
it has kept me sane from having to go off on some people. But anyway, you see? But I just wanted to update our members. Today, there was a memo that went out from the superintendent. And just like the last few memos that have gone out from the superintendent, it can be a little confusing with what's going on. Say bye to Chico.
Bye, Chick Elastic.
So, just like the last few memos, they get a little confusing because it's a little contradicting. And well, sure enough, this one didn't fall short of that either. But we did get some clarification. We made some phone calls to some of the current school board members and to administration to clarify on this. So, if you haven't seen the memo, it is on the BISD website, and we are going to put it on our Facebook as well. I don't know if it's already been put on there, but if not, we will put it up shortly. But the memo does say that you can contact your immediate supervisor if you're choosing to work remotely. So there's been some confusion on that, and that was something that we continue to ask for clarification because they say one thing at the board meeting and then put out a different thing in writing. So we're hoping to be able we're going to continue to put pressure on that because it's still a little contradicting. But what I cleared up with administration today is if you have a reason why you're choosing to work remotely and you're able to work remotely. For example, your teachers that can completely be working through distance learning. If you are a counselor or any other position where you are able to complete your job 100% remotely, then what you do is you send an email to your immediate supervisor to make that request. We had a issue because last week they added a different loop to have to jump through about now it's going to go to HR and HR will approve your distance, your remote work if you're able to work remotely, and you have to wait for that approval, which we were very upset about because it just created a very big delay, and it leaves more room for error when the emails could be left behind because now the immediate supervisor was having to forward it to this person in HR, and that person sends it to the next person in HR, and so on and so forth. So it was creating a lot of issues. So because of that, we were speaking up quite a bit, and that it was creating too many problems and confusion for the employees and our members that have voiced their concerns with that. So because of that, now they just have to contact their immediate supervisor, and they let them know that they are requesting to work remotely. Now, remember, guys, you do not have to disclose your complete health history as to why. If you're requesting to work remotely, you can just say health concerns, okay? If we're gonna have to get into the specifics in filing a 504 for accommodations, then that's when we're gonna go into medical history, or if we're going to go with FMLA. But other than that, you don't feel you have to disclose what health issues you have or what family health issues there is. If you have a concern because your wife has certain health issues or things like that, don't feel like you have to. If you have that type of relationship with your immediate supervisor where you feel comfortable in sharing that is completely up to you. But you do not have to disclose that, okay? I want to make that sure that you guys know that, because some people are very private when it comes to that, and I completely understand. So that is what you are able to do, and your immediate supervisor will make that call as far as letting you work remotely. So that is what they told me today, shortly right before we went on the air, and we're going to hold them to that. So because the memo says that you're able to work remotely, but then the next line, this is where I say, here we go again, he's contradicting himself, that you will be required for certain events or tasks or something like that. He said, you will be required to report to the workplace. So I'm like, okay, well, right before that, you're saying that they have the option to work remotely. So that's why I wanted to clarify that. They said that if there is issues, they just have to contact their immediate supervisor. So if you're having any issues with that, please feel free to contact us and we'll help you with the process. We've been able to help a lot of people with that. There's been a lot of different scenarios that take place, and each one is handled a little bit different, but a lot of them are still yet a little similar. So I just wanted to update you guys on that because that was the memo that came out today. And
you want me to read that bullet, Ida? I have it up.
Sure, go ahead.
It says underneath, at times employees will be considered an essential employee depending on the need to complete on-the-job site duties and will have to report to your department or campus upon the discretion of your immediate administrator. Administrators must be fair and consistent with employees when applying these expectations.
So, okay. So what one would consider fair, another one might not, but okay. But like I said, if there's issues, please, you have our email address. It's there at the bottom of the screen, aobeadvocate@gmail.com. Let us know. We are receiving a high call volume right now because of all of this returning back to work. So we will get to you as soon as possible. And we're kind of taking some of the emergency issues first because there's some unbelievable stuff going on out there, but we're addressing all the issues and letting people know of their rights. And we're very proud of our members because they've been so empowered throughout this process. And now you know what to exactly tell them. And some of these administrators are finding out that you are well informed as far as your rights, and that is amazing. So we're very proud of our membership for being able to step up and defend themselves and defend their coworkers that don't know about their rights. So again, be on the lookout for text messages that come out from us. And encourage your colleagues, if they have not registered with us, they can go to our website, myaobe.com, or they can email us. And we're also trying to get to all of those as well. You guys have been amazing. You all have been wonderful. Very, very appreciative of everything. Our members are just amazing. We can't thank you guys enough for all the love you all give us back. We really appreciate that, but it's because we appreciate what you do for BISD students, and you guys are amazing. We have great staff at BISD, and you guys keep going above and beyond every single time. So we can't thank you enough for everything that you do. And we're going to continue to push forward, and we're going to get through this. We're not going to let off just because we're going with distance learning for the first 8 weeks or whatever it is that he's going to change it to, because we're still very concerned about a lot of things that are going on with people working at the workplace right now. And we're bringing that to their attention all the time until we make that safe for everyone. So we've called them out on the filters that are not being changed for the ACs. That was very, very upsetting as well, because especially at a time like this, they need to stay on top of things like that. That is very unacceptable with what is going on right now. And we took the pictures, we posted them up, and we sent it to them so they could see what it is that our employees are having to work with. So that is something that we are addressing. Again, when you see things that you have concerns about, please reach out to us. Let us know. That's the only way that we're going to be able to know what's going on out there. And just like we were able to get the camps back on for choir and band, that was amazing, because you brought it to our attention that they canceled them at the last minute. And it was the amount of people that reached out to us, and we were able to bring it to everyone's attention about that. And it was amazing that they were able to put it back on. I want to really thank all the band directors and choir directors that worked all day Sunday, this past Sunday, to call those students to fill those slots and fill the camps back up, because it had been canceled for the second time already. And you guys gave up your Saturday without even, batting an eye about that. That is amazing. And it meant a lot to those students. And I'm just going to share a quick story on one that she told me that her student was so excited that they were going to be able to attend the camp, because he had lost his dad to COVID the month before. And that was, the positive thing that he was going to be able to do because he enjoyed it. And it was heartbreaking to hear that. And, those are the types of things that we want to show the administration that they don't think about. They don't realize how it impacts people differently. And that was amazing that we were able to put that back on through everybody's help. And it made a difference. So together, we're going to continue to bring things to their attention and continue to push back on the things that we feel are not right, because to us, everyone's safety is a priority here, because that's what you have voiced to us. We're not saying that is our priority. It's our priority because of you. We ask you what it is that you have concerns about, and you have time and time again told us it is the safety issues. And we will continue to address that as long as that's what you feel, or the majority of our membership feels is a concern. So I think I've taken up enough of y'all's time. I want to thank these two gentlemen again for a great presentation on all the benefits, and that's not even all the benefits. So hopefully, you guys can, our members can go back and look at the video to see the different websites and where to go to take advantage of these wonderful discounts. And
I did put some of that information. I put it in the chat, so you can just go back and look in the chat and find in the feed where I put all that information.
Awesome.
Yeah, thank you guys. And if you guys could just give us some feedback, we'd love to be able to come back and present some other things. Obviously, it probably won't be as long. We'll do some short ones, I promise. But we have a world of content for you guys, and the better connected we are, the better.
Awesome. Well, on my part, that's it.
Absolutely.
Yes. So thank you so much, everybody, for your time. We hope that you are filled with wonderful information and you can see exactly how much is offered for our members out there. It pays to be a member of our association. And, being personally having used the products, I can tell you that they really do work. I also have the NEA credit card that like Ida, and so our interest is low. So it's really amazing the things that you can get from our organization, and it's because we are the largest in the world, and that's why companies are so willing to work with our association to give us all these benefits. So if you're not a member, please sign up. You can go to www.myaobe.com. Our application is there. Fill it out and send it to our email, aobeadvocate@gmail.com. And we will get you started. So thanks again for all your time, and we will see you next Thursday. Have a good night.
Thank you guys.
Good night.
Thank you.